G'day, Dave the Enlightened Plumber here with today's quote. You cannot tailor-make the situations in life, but you can tailor-make the attitude to fit those situations. You cannot tailor-make the situations in life, but you can tailor-make the attitudes to fit those situations. This is from Zig Ziglar. Let's dive on in. Tailor-making things. This is where I would take on a situation and stuff happens to me. Well, I cannot tailor-make those. I cannot make situations. I can work on and through my actions of what I've done in the past come up with those situations, but at the time, in the present moment, I cannot come up or tailor-make any situations. I have to plan, I have to take actions, I have to do things to make certain situations happen. But once those situations are there, I cannot do anything about those situations. However, I can tailor-make my attitudes. I did talk about this briefly the other day of choosing your own attitudes. So I have the ability to choose the attitude that I want to take to any situation. Whether I have consciously looked in the past and made a plan for what this situation is coming up, or whether this situation is something that is happening because I didn't plan to have this situation come and crop up on me, in which case it's more likely to be a negative, but it could also be a positive, right? Not every time that we don't plan for something doesn't mean that good or bad things are going to happen to us. It just means how our whole life situation works and evolves. We end up in situations. So assuming it's a bad situation that I'm going through, I can still have the mind to tailor-make the attitude, the thought process that I'm going to take to this situation and say, right, this is happening to me. Oh, it's happening to me. What am I going to do? I can't take it anymore. Or, okay, this is happening to me. What can I do to make the best out of it? How can I change it to ensure, one, that it doesn't happen again, or perhaps say, okay, this is it. What do I do in this situation? Do I call for help? Do I pick up, phone a friend? Do I take a gamble and chance it? Whatever the situation may be for me. So I can choose to have that attitude. I can choose to be scared. I can choose to be worried. I can choose to do nothing. I can choose to call for help. I can choose to be happy and accepting of that and say there is going to be some good coming from this from the other side. There's lots of different ways I can have an attitude about this, and I can blame everybody. I can get angry at everybody else, but is it going to affect them? Maybe, maybe not. Is it going to affect me? Well, sure, but it already is. So what am I going to do? I choose to think up here and say, let's make this the best moment possible. Now, of course, being human, being me, I can't always make my days perfect. I can't always be 100% happy or joyful or whatever. But I still have the consciousness to say, okay, this is obviously how I want to feel at the moment. And if I want to snap out of it, well, I need to do something else. And in a lot of situations, I will. Sometimes it's just a bad day and I'm just kind of, let's just relax and just let it pass for the moment. I'll deal with it in a few hours or tomorrow or something. Not always the greatest situation, but that's life. That's being human. So with that, you cannot tailor-make the situations in life, but you can tailor-make the attitude to fit those situations. From Zig Ziglar and me, Dave the Enlightened Plumber, have yourself an awesome day and have the attitude to look after your own situations. See you on the next one.